and also making money off of it.
Absolutely. So the real serial entrepreneur.
Yes,
I
definitely.
love it. I love it. So tell me, what advice would you give to someone just starting their own business?
So the advice that I would give to someone just starting their own business, and this is the business coach in me, it's okay to seek help and not know everything within your business. Sometimes you have to reach out to people that specialize in certain things in order for your vision to come to life. Your vision was given to you for a reason, so use your vision and use people and the resources that are around you to help you accomplish what you need.
Right. Yeah. That you couldn't have said it any better. Wow. Yeah. It's definitely okay to seek help sometimes. And you're absolutely right about that. You never know everything, and it's always good to be open to learn new things. All right. And so, how do you deal with fear and doubt
Whew.
as a serial entrepreneur?
As a serial entrepreneur, fear and doubt is key. And sometimes it actually makes an impact on the product and the service that you actually give. How I deal with it, typically I will call my family and talk to them, and they kind of inspire me and motivate me when I'm nervous about a certain project. And I have one or two special friends that I can go to when it's related to business, and they're going to give me an unbiased opinion based off of me and the reality of whatever idea or service or new product or whatever I'm doubting myself for. They kind of help lead me in the right direction. And within the last couple of months, I've actually been operating off of the Ready, Fire, Aim model.
Okay.
Just doing it and fixing it as it goes.
Tell us a little bit about that model.
So Ready, Fire, Aim, instead of, for the shooters out there in the sense, you aim, fire, you aim and then make sure you're ready and then you fire. Well, fire, ready, aim, you just started. You have the vision, you have the idea. Get up and go, because it's never going to be a perfect time. So when you get up and go and you do it and make it happen right then, you can then make adjustments to it to make sure that it's executed the way that you envisioned that you wanted to execute it. As well as that, you can make sure that you're targeting the audience that is geared for, or either you can make adjustments based off of your target audience for the ones that's picking it up.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a good concept. All right. And so what routines do you follow each day?
My daily routines are get up, pray. Early in the morning before I get up, I pray and thank God for the new day. And I have a special prayer where I ask Him to bless me to be the best leader and person that I can be for those around me and to make an impact on this world. That's my daily prayer. Then from there, take a shower, brush my teeth, have a little music concert, and just kind of get my vibe and my mood right. If I'm going to my 9 to 5, get my uniform on and go. If it's an off day, my day typically starts where I get out of bed at around 11. Most time, unless I have something booked, and I schedule all my appointments and meetings after 11:30 because I need a little bit of rest time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one thing we can't forget as entrepreneurs is getting our rest in. Yes. Sometimes you got to have that time for yourself, to rejuvenate and reflect. Yeah. All right. So where do you see your business in 5 years?
In 5 years, where I see my business is, in 5 years, I see me not having to work my 9 to 5, and I can go to each one of my businesses when I get ready to, but I have a weekly meeting with each leader of whatever business that I have, because my goal is to have different people in the right places, and they're making sure that my vision is being carried out in the businesses that I have, and then, within 5 years, I'll be able to travel the world and do what I want to do and just make sure that my businesses are okay.
Okay, good. That sounds like a great plan. So how does your businesses look different now versus when you first started?
When I first started, we was fresh out the gate, pre-COVID. Life was great. Now in a different city in Atlanta, it's major adjustments that have to be made because I have to cater to the market. I'm new in Atlanta. Most people are on what's popping, what's very popular and out and heavily promoted.
Yeah.
I'm still getting there and using my 9 to 5 to fund my life, assist with my family's needs, as well as fund my businesses to get them to where they need to go. So it's an adjustment now than a couple of years ago, because one business would pay for the next and then they all booming. And now when COVID came around, you can't go out, can't go to parties or do any of that anymore. So everything was shut down. Then my dealership sales aren't really, where they need to be. So that made adjustments, and I was depressed last year, went through depression, got through it. Now I learned that this is a rebuilding stage, and it's time to start over. And it's okay to start over as an entrepreneur. Most people, I failed. No, without failure, there's no success.
Absolutely.
So I had to go through those storms to make adjustments to get them to where I need them to be in those 5 years.
Great. So out of all of your businesses, which one would you say that you're focused more towards at this particular point in your life?
At this point in my life, I am more focused towards Benoit Business Solutions, which is empowering entrepreneurs. And I have my other businesses kind of set up a little bit to where they're afloat, and at certain times I'm going to pull certain triggers to kind of get them to where they need to be. But my main focus right now is Benoit Business Solutions, with helping empower other entrepreneurs and going in, doing consultations on businesses and transforming those businesses. So that's the focus right now.
Wonderful. So I know that you had an event today. Tell us a little bit about that event, that type of event, and give us like an example of some of the events that you do with the business.
So with Benoit Business Solutions, of course, we empower entrepreneurs and transform businesses. With that, there's different workshops that I have. Today's was money moves and massages. One of my friends owns a skin spa and institute. So we kind of partnered. His students need the clientele. And I'm very big on networking and everybody getting a piece of the puzzle in a sense. So the students were doing facials and massages. Myself, I come in and teach or have discussions on business startup, the correct entity type, your LLC, S Corp, whatever way is best for your business and that you want to go. Once we have that model together, then we have other discussions as far as your LLC. If you decide to go that route, most people think a LLC is just, let me register with the state. No, LLC is a legit corporation. It's a smaller corporation. You have to have certain guidelines and certain things to make sure that you're compliant if anything happened, and the courts need to recognize you as a compliant corporation. So speaking on that, because a lot of us don't have the knowledge, so explaining and empowering everybody on the business setup. Then there's also, today I had an associate who does personal credit repair, because in order to have business credit, you need to understand how to manage your personal credit and how to also build your credit and get it together. So with the credit management piece, there's another speaker that came and spoke on credit use, what you can do with your credit, applying for loans, so that way you don't have to worry about funding your business. Your business literally pays for itself when you set up a payment plan, and that gives you more freedom to use the resources. If you need your own money, you can use that towards other resources that you can't use with the business credit. Right.
So, absolutely. Yeah.
That workshop, money moves and massages that's one of them that I do. I also do small classes which teach on the management skills, working with the generations in the workforce, connecting with the different types of customers, knowing different personalities, so that way you can be a better coach and a better leader. Then we also look at P&Ls and see where you can actually make the most amount of your money. And I do a lot. There's also a bedroom candy consultant, so I do events geared around that through Christian Benoit Productions, which my production company, I do event managing. I'm a casting director, and I'm also working on producing and directing a movie of my own, as well as a couple of miniseries. So it's a lot of moving parts, and having the right people in the right place is definitely key.
That's awesome. I mean, it just sounds like you have a very creative look on how you do things when it comes to your business, so I like to see people that are doing stuff unique, compared to others out there who are just doing the traditional avenues. You're thinking outside the box, and that's a great thing. I never knew that you can actually mix massages with learning how to operate a business.
So, I mean, it's stressful, and I like
that's what makes
facials,
you unique.
I like getting massages. So the regular entrepreneur, you're going through a lot already. So come and get some best practices that's gonna help you with your business. And after you've learned these different things that can help you with your business, you can relax and take some time off, because as an entrepreneur, we busy, we always on the go, but we never really make time for ourselves, depending on what we have. Because at the beginning and in those rocky stages, things can get hard and hectic. So it's okay to take a minute, breathe, get a little facial, get a massage, and have a little bit of rest in your life.
Absolutely. So how did you market your business when it was brand new?
With Benoit Business Solutions, I had already had my dealership and my consulting agency, practically all my other businesses. So I kind of pulled different people from those businesses and those services. Hey, this is what I'm offering now. I have business coaching. I've been doing event management in clubs for a very long time. So everything kind of ties in, and it brings different avenues in a sense, so that it can connect to people on different levels. Because I may present and connect with someone in a 9-to-5 marketplace that I've worked with, or some business customers from my 9-to-5. So they will come from that aspect. The entrepreneurs that I know that started up on social media, and my friends, we connect on a different level. So you can come in, and then I also connect with people from managing clubs that are interested in starting businesses, want to start up businesses. So it's just, I touch a lot of people, so let's all work together, and let's build these resources and grow together.
Absolutely. So what is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur?
The hardest part of being an entrepreneur, I would say, is depending on what level you are, but my hardest part is the funding, in a sense, and the financial management with each one of my businesses that I have. When I went through what I went through last year, it was a lot, and I also lost a lot. So in that process, by now my goal was to have my staff taken care of, built up for each business, but life happens and things happen. So my biggest thing was giving myself grace, and that's what I had to learn. Things are gonna happen. It's okay. Just start over. And that's the hardest part, is giving yourself that grace and keeping pushing and moving in your business, and understanding that your business structure, it will change. When
absolutely.
I accepted that a couple months ago, things have started to pick up, turn around. So the biggest part is giving yourself grace. That's the Any new entrepreneur, any advice that I would give is, from my experiences, keep going. Don't stop. Don't let nobody deter you. Again, your vision is your vision. Make it happen. Use the team and the people that are around you. Use all of your resources and execute and make it happen. You have to stay creative, and you have to think fast and on your feet. If something happened and it's not going that way, there's about 50 to 60 other ways to make that same thing happen. So you have to get creative. And again, it is okay to reach out and ask somebody for help, and bring other people in for certain areas of expertise that they specialize in, because we can't do it all by ourselves.
Right, absolutely. All right, sounds good. And so you mentioned being creative, and I know that I also mentioned earlier about you having unique concepts. So you talked a little bit about the money moves and massages. What other creative ideas are you working on right now with your businesses?
So we have the money moves and massages with Benoit Business Solutions. I'm actually going to work on doing a podcast. I do serial entrepreneur tips of the day. I'm going to incorporate literally everything that I do into a talk show, and I'm going to take pieces of it and make a podcast, as well as a small YouTube channel with just excerpts from it, so that it can make an impact.
Businesses that you have going, we wish you much success in all your future endeavors. And other than that, it's a wrap.
All All right. Well, I definitely appreciate the opportunity, and make sure you guys follow me on CB3NOIT everywhere.
That's
You
right.
can also visit my website at cb3noit.com. And thank you guys again for the opportunity.
All right. My business, my city, and that's a wrap.
Yeah. Wise. Bow. Turn up.